Hey guys, you guys hear me? Hold on one second. Let me get this back up real quick. I don't know what happened there, but there we go. We got you. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are back. Anybody that caught my show a little earlier, hopefully we get a little bit more going on here. Good to see you guys. Hey Rip, how you doing, bud? I seen you over at Mars earlier. Imagine Mark Pyers is probably live too now, huh? I think he is. I think I got a notification a little while ago. Hadn't had a chance to stop in there, guys. My wife has had some gallbladder issues, and I got to take her to the surgeon in the morning. And yeah, been kind of a really busy day. It kept me busy. So yeah, I think she's gonna have her gallbladder out. She's got some pretty big, massive gallstones going on. Hope everybody's well and good. Good. Yeah, guys, I think I think that. Hey, Trinity, how you doing? Yeah, things are gonna be fine, guys. It's just it's got to get taken care of. It's all right. Hey, Teresa, how are you? Thanks, guys. Thanks for all the prayers. Oh, it's okay, man. Honestly, guys, it shouldn't. I mean, she started, a few weeks back, started having a lot of nausea and all that kind of thing, having problems eating. Then she started getting pain. So that's when, we both had bariatric surgery a few years back, and my gallbladder was taken out shortly thereafter because I actually couldn't eat for like 3 months. I got dehydrated like 7 times. I couldn't even keep down water. They tested my gallbladder multiple times, but they didn't see anything wrong in the testing, like the blood testing and the X-rays and the the CAT scan stuff. Well, there happened to be, because I was at a very good place where I was at getting my stuff done. IU Med, the guy that ran the unit there was like the 3rd highest ranked surgeon in that field in the world. He's no longer there, but he was my doctor at the time. Believe it or not, his med student fixed me. He was just coming out of school, and this is why I think people need to take med students a little bit more serious, because they're seeing all the new stuff. It takes the doctors and stuff that are there now. They need to, they try to stay on top of it as much as they can. I'm sure most of them, at least any of them that are, taking their job serious. But unfortunately, because of that, they got patients and stuff they have to take care of. They can't always see the new stuff. And there was a new test done for a gallbladder that they were just doing at the time. So they did that test on me, and they figured out what was going on. My gallbladder needed to come out. They didn't want to take it out unless there was something wrong, unless they could prove it. That and the insurance didn't want to pay for it unless they could say, hey, pinpoint it right away, right? So the test was, just so everybody knows, they put me on the table for I can't remember how long I laid there. Probably for 2 hours. It was one of those X-ray tables, like in an X-ray room, radiologist room. It was cold, hard, all that. And I was already in the hospital because of all those issues. I'd been there for 10 days. I was by myself because my family couldn't make it to where I had to be. So I was there, kind of dealing with that on my own. My family and my wife and everything, they felt horrible that they couldn't be there. But I got a family. She had to come home and take care of the kids, But anyway, the test was they would inject me with this stuff that made my gallbladder fill up. And why it was missed was because my bag wasn't emptying as quick as it should. It was still emptying, but unless they had did that new test, they never would have seen that. Because it was emptying slower than what it should, but it wasn't like crazy slow. So they were still kind of timid to take it out, but they took it out, and it was like somebody flipped the switch. I immediately was able to drink water, all that stuff. I was able to start, finally start to eat again after all that mess. You can't eat a whole lot after bariatric surgery anyway, but I had a G-tube placed because of it. That's how sick I was. A G-tube is a tube that goes straight in through your stomach, right to straight into your belly, into your stomach. And you feed yourself that way. Basically, you just stick a syringe there and you push it in. I mean, it's that simple. But yeah, even after through all that, guys, I would go through it all again just so I could have lost that weight that I did, because that's made a big, huge difference in my life. Even though I'm still, dealing with neck and back issues, it would be so much more worse if I had all that weight still on me. I'm not skinny by no means, okay, but I did lose 200 pounds. So, but yeah, so that's what's been going on in my life today. And guys, I don't feel so bad talking about this stuff, in this stream, because now that I got the information and stuff out in that other little video I did, we'll go back to some of that stuff. But this will give us a more, laid back type of feel. So yeah, jiggles and wiggles. That's right, Sig. Love it, man. Love it, love it. So yeah, guys, I hope everybody's doing well here. Guys, and I just have to be honest. After last night, and I know most people watched that. I don't know if I want to call it a debate. It was something to watch, man. I had never seen such world leaders, as I guess you could quote them, be so disrespectful and childish. It was ridiculous. Not just on one end, it was on both ends, guys. I mean, and I think that's the biggest issue for me, is it's just not one end. It's both sides. So, if you think about that for a second, yeah, I know it was, Tommy. It was completely embarrassing. If you think about that, if we're trying to come to the middle, right? What are we trying to come to the middle of? You got one side way over here on the right, right? Way over here. You got one side way over here on the left, and we're trying to come to the middle. Well, if they both suck, what's going to happen when we come into the middle of suck? It's going to suck. You see what I'm getting at? So that's my issue. Yeah, you said it, George. It really, if if these guys were 40 years younger, I really think there would have been, fists being thrown. I really do. That's exactly what it looked like. My dad can beat your dad up, that kind of crap. I mean, it was just one of those things. I mean, they literally, both of them, talked about each other's family. I get what happened. But, yeah, I get it menacing. I really do, okay? And I try not to, even put my political leanings out there, because I don't usually talk about this stuff, right? But I think at this point, it's not even about people's political leanings. It's about what's right and what's wrong. It's about what do we want from all this? And what does it all mean? Is the geopolitical environment a distraction, or is the stuff from space a distraction, or is it both? And I've talked about this, before, but after last night, things became a little bit more clear for me in what I think. And this is going to sound really, really bad. What in the world are we fighting for? I mean, if we're trying to say what we got over here, then we got to remember what we do have. And I think that's been forgotten in most people. My kids don't even know. Anybody that has a child that's 20 years or younger, these kids don't know, because it's been that crappy for that long. And I think that, those of us that were here when it was good, when it was really good, when people could argue and still come to an agreement, and the agreement ended up being beneficial to both sides. That's what we had for a very long time here. There was a reason that was like that, and now it's not like that anymore. Every bit of it is about pride. All of it. That's what it boils down to. You know, yeah, I mean, I get it, Medicine. I really do. You know, evil's being drawn out. Yeah, I do. But what I'm saying here, Medicine, is I think there's evil on both sides. As a matter of fact, if you guys really want my true opinion on this, I think there's not both sides. There's one side. They're all on the same team. That's my opinion. I ain't saying that people in the Republican Party are bad or vice versa, or in the Democratic Party bad. I'm not even saying that. I think at the highest levels, I think they're all on the same side, and they're pulling strings in such a way that it's making these people hate each other. And I think that if somebody like me and you guys can sit back and actually see that happening, it makes me wonder what kind of wool's been pulled over the rest of people's eyes and how strong that is. Yeah, James, I mean, I think, it is, I do. I think it's all distraction. But I also think that it could be from both. I think that all of this stuff, and this is what's got me, guys, I try to stay on the positive end of it as I possibly can. But this is one of those subjects that just doesn't have much positivity to it. Because I really think that everything is starting to, culminate to a, man. Yeah, I seen that tab. We're going to go look at that in a minute because that's very substantial. I was talking about that, and check this out, guys. I was showing you guys that. I shut my live stream down, and I still had Marf playing. He was showing you guys the recent the recent quakes. I just showed you guys the same thing. So yeah, it's pretty substantial what's going on out there right now. So we're going to take a look at that here in a minute. But back to what I was saying with that whole thing. I say all that big rambling mess, and I think where I'm at and where a lot of us are is we're fighting to remember what we had. Because we're so far removed from what we did have, a lot of us have forgotten what we were even actually fighting for. And I think that it's going to be up to us that were here when it was really good. Okay? When things were good. And I'm not talking financial. I'm not talking, anything else other than we were all happy. For what reason? Yeah, there was some sadness and stuff, but we were there, right? We remember what it was. Our kids have never seen it, guys. Yeah, George, I don't want to say that, I hope not. But after last night, I just, man, I like I said, I don't like saying those kinds of things because I don't want to push people one way or the other. I want people to have their own conclusions, and if it does end up something like that, people need to make the right decision for themselves. I can tell you what my decision will be on something like that. I will move. I will just not be here no more. Okay? Me and my family will not be on grid. We'll be gone. It'll be done. I'm not going to sit here and, wait for that kind of stuff to happen. We've already got our little thing taken care of for over here where I'm at with me and my family, It just is what it is, right? But let me say this. We talk about what you just said there. I hope everybody's seen that. Civil, okay, muskets, that kind of thing. I'm not going to say that word because obviously the algorithm will just smack the crap out of it. But, yeah, I think that we can't give up to try to keep that from happening, is what I'm trying to say. Even if down to the last second, if it goes down to the last second and we can stop it, we need to. And I think it's going to be up to us that were here during all the good times, or during at least a stable time, to be able to say, hey, Ricky, how you doing? Listen, kids, this is what it was. Let me show you. Let me show you what's going on here. Okay, this is how it was for us. It can be that way for you guys. Why are we now set back 20, 30 years in our growth? Even further, like 40 years we're set back. Okay, there's so many tensions in this world now that it's ridiculous. It's not just between the racial thing. It's not just between any of it. It's political leanings. It's all of it. Nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to give up, or at least compromise to be able to stop all of it. And after watching last night, it was clear to me that neither one of those people are going to do any of that. What does that mean for us? I can tell you what that means for us, guys. If it doesn't go the way that they think it's going to go, I can promise you they're going to try to enforce the way that they thought it should have went. One way or the other, okay? So if I just was to spell this out for you, my opinion, I don't think it matters which side wins this. I don't. Because the other side's going to try to push so hard, however they can, after the fact, that it's going to end up in something extremely bad. And that's just my opinion, okay? So, what do? Guys, I don't have an answer. Okay? I can just tell you what I'm seeing in my observations and what's going on here. Okay? You're right, Taylor, and that's the whole thing, guys. That's what we're all trying to not get to. You know what I mean? And I think at all costs we need to try to avoid something like that. You know? Like I said, guys, after watching last night, we literally were set back 50 years. We really were. And you're going to see more and more of it as these other ones start popping out. You know, as we get closer and closer to the day where everybody's supposed to be going and voting and stuff, or doing their mail-in thing, or doing whatever they're doing, you know. When one side or the other, you know, I don't care if you back one person or the other, but when you got somebody out there on a national stage telling you that your side of the people should be going out there at these poll stations and being poll watchers, okay? But you knew exactly what he was saying, guys, okay? Even though I might agree with his political leanings, and I might think that he's probably, in my opinion, the better side of that we all know what he was saying. We do. I don't think anybody can deny it. Okay, Exile, you're right. Let's get away from that. So, anyway, you're right. Nobody comes here for that crap from me, right? But I did want to, you know, bring that up a little bit because I think it's on everybody's mind right now, and I did want to, you know, because I do think it does kind of play into what we're talking about. All of it, you know. It plays into just everything that we do. I mean, it just does. At some level, it's there, and that's the thing. It doesn't need to be there. We need to be able to let those people take care of everything and not have to worry about it, and we can't. So anyway, let's go out here. We got this, okay? I know. We're going there. We're getting there. So we got this earthquake thing going on, guys. Let's move you guys over here. Yeah. Oops. That was crazy. Okay. Let's go here. One day, let's go all magnitudes. Let's do that. That way we can see what's going on here. All right. Yeah. I mean, obviously we're having a massive swarm right here. So yeah, guys. I will say this: you guys won't ever hear me talk about stuff like that ever again. Probably. That's probably the one and only time I'll even address something like that. I just think when it happened and when it all went down, It just I wanted people to understand why I do what I do. But you can see right here. You know, like I said, I wonder what is the, you know, what's the distraction? Is this what we're looking at right here the distraction from space, or is the other, or is it all working in tandem? So anyway, we got this going on. So you know, guys, I don't know what in the world. You know, this is definitely. Let's move the chat over here. That's a 1727. These are all, you know, like I said, these are smaller quakes, but this is a massive swarm. These all have happened within probably the last half hour. These red ones, okay. So you know, it makes me wonder what in the world, man. This is something this is happening right now. Okay. I guess, you know what, guys, let's do this. I'm going to put the chat away for a minute, guys, so I can navigate this a little bit easier, and I'll bring you guys back up in a minute. If we look over here, you can see that all this stuff, let's see here, that's at 7 minutes. This is Eastern time, okay? I got mine set on Eastern time. If you want to know UTC, just add 4 hours to that, okay? So we're going down through here, and this is all within the last, look at that. My gosh, there's got to be 30 or 40 quakes there in the last hour. So something is not normal there. That's not something that we should be seeing, guys. That's a pretty massive swarm in such a short amount of time. I showed you guys in my last in the video I did a little while ago. This. Look at that. That's offshore. That's odd. That happened about half hour ago. Now, I was looking at these diamond ones, guys. You guys see these ones on here that are diamonds? That's a quarry blast, okay? Those are all done on purpose. Okay, they're at those quarries, are blasting, you know, rock and stuff. I don't know much about this geographically, okay? Which is why I'm not the best person to be talking about earthquakes. But what I can show you is the actual observation. So let's, I guess we could probably key up Google Earth or something and go down and see what we got going on right there in that area. What's actually there. Let's try that, okay? If you guys want to hang in there for me for a minute, maybe we'll try that. Let's start a new tab. I don't think I have Google Earth on my computer. I don't usually use this kind of stuff. Yeah, launch it. Let's go. Come on. Launch it. Let's go. Don't need your whatever. And while we're doing this, I guess I can pull the chat back up. 150. Yeah. Wow. Kathy. Man. So, let's go down in here and see what we get. Back up a little bit. Obviously, there's California. I don't know if I got what the settings have to be set on or anything, guys. I don't usually do this, so but we can dive in here and see what we can see. Here's the lake that thing was swarming on. Oh wow! Look, guys. Is that? National Wildlife temporarily closed. It looks like just forest area. Okay, I mean it's what it looks like to me. There's a town here called Brawley, but that's where the population is. That seems pretty. That's definitely a pretty good looking little lot of people, I should say. Okay, Brawley looks fairly sizable. What do you got up here, Westmoreland? There's some people there. It doesn't look all that big though. Again, here's that lake, guys, that was on here. See this? Okay, that's that lake, whatever lake that was called. I'll go over here and look real quick. What's this lake's name? Do you mind know? Salton Sea. I've never even heard of that, just to be honest with you. I know it's a bigger, I mean, I knew there was a bigger one there. That looks like a bridge or a dam. Is that a dam? But that's a dam. So where are we looking at as far as in reference to like a big city? Well, there's Riverside. So we're actually looking down here close to Tijuana, guys. This is almost in Mexico. Is it a volcano, Ricky? Yeah, Ricky. She knows what she's talking about there, guys. She studies that. I seen she was helping me with some seismograph stuff, sending me a bunch of information. She pointed me to Ricky. What's that guy's channel's name? I forget. Sorry. Yeah. That's, you know, when we're talking 150 of them in like an hour or something, that's more than what anybody could really expect, even for a swarm. There is a volcano there, isn't there? I thought there was. I wasn't going to say that yet, though, because that would kind of probably scare some people. So, yeah, where is Dutch? Is he on? You might know. I didn't even look. He might be. Let's look down here. I mean, I'm not. If there is a volcano there, it's hiding itself rather well in the. Is this the volcano over here? Is that it right there? Maybe. Because here's the Salton Sea. That's, you know, you can see where the elevation comes up. I guess I can start jacking with these settings and see what I can figure out. Because this looks like a pretty low. Yeah, I think so, Ricky. Emergency Management Associates. That's that guy's channel. Okay, guys. You guys should go check him out. He does some good work over there. He will. You know, the couple videos I watched of his, he knew what he was talking about. You guys want to know more about that kind of stuff? Emergency Management, what did you say it was again, Rick? Emergency Management Associates. Ricky, if you have a link, you can drop it in there. I don't have no problem with that. Yeah, it's probably magma moving, but I mean, because obviously you can see where we got, you know, higher elevation here and over here. This is down in a valley where this is going on, though. Looks to be. Under the water. Boiling mud pots of the Sultans. Okay. You see, you guys know more about this area than I ever did. So, yeah, guys, I have to agree. Dutch is right on. I mean, yeah, Kathy. Yep, that's his name, Ron. Ron Tyler. Yep, you guys really should check him out. I would point everybody over there. If you guys want to know about seismographs and stuff, he really does a good job. He's an older guy. I don't want to call him old. He's probably what, in his 60s, guys. If I'm guessing right, I guess it doesn't really matter. But I say that all just to say that he's knowledgeable. He's been around for a while. He knows what's going on, and he's had that experience. That's why I say that. But yeah, it does look like it's down. You know, maybe like they were saying. You know, magma moving. Hey Keith, how are you, bud? Um, you know, that is, like I said, guys, this is down close to the Mexican border. Here's Tijuana. You know, San Diego obviously is right there. You can pretty much call them the same city with just a stinking um, borderline there. I'm not sure. I think there's a wall there now too. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. So we're not going down that road. Not right now. Oh my gosh, there's too much other stuff going on. You see up here, Victorville? I've been there, a lot. I spent some time here in the San Bernardino mountains. There's an Air Force base, and there's also there's a high school called Rim of the World, and they call this area the Rim of the World because it's what it looks like. You go out and it's like you can look down on everything. And I was out there during the 4th of July, and you could see like 5, 6, 7 different fireworks shows. It was pretty cool. My cousin graduated from Rim of the World High School. That was the one and only time actually I went skiing and swimming in the ocean in the same day. Kind of crazy, but those of us live in the Midwest. That's something that we would never even think would be possible, but it is. Most people don't, like I said, here in the Midwest, they don't even think about stuff like that. But as far as this goes, guys, we'll go back over here to USGS and we'll update it here real quick and see what we get. See if we got anything else, popping off. It looks like they're just right on top of each other, too. So it does look like it might. How much can we get in here? Let's back it out that little bit like that. So we're probably looking at, this is that one bigger populated area I was telling you about. Brawley Municipal Airport right there. Rockwood Canal right there. And the swarm is just to the northwest of this populated area, which I think is the one I showed you guys. So let's go back over here. I think it's Brawley, right? Yeah, it had to be. That was what that airport was named, right? So we're looking like right in here is where everything's happening. So let's dive in here and see what we got going on. These are just a bunch of farms. I mean, seriously. That's all that this stuff is. It's a bunch of farmland. What's this? Yeah, looks like, well, what's that? Is that a oil pumping rig, maybe? I can't tell. I don't think so. I don't see no. Farming alfalfa? Really? It's not just farms? Yeah, I don't know. That's why I said I don't know this area at all. But I do know that there's a bunch of farms around it. Look, there's a bunch of farms down through here. So, again, we're looking at about probably an area right in here. But again, we got this over here too. That's not very far away, and it's probably, like you guys were saying. Yeah, if they're getting shallower and shallower, that means things are getting closer and closer to the surface. They don't look huge right now, guys, but, that's the thing. We don't have to have huge ones to have activity, and then what happens is these are usually precursors to something bigger. Do they live in the volcano? Probably, guys, I don't know where the actual volcano part of it is. That was down in a valley, so anybody knows more about that than me, they're welcome to chime in. Because I don't. If I had to guess, the volcano would be over this direction. But the plates are slipping, maybe. I think all that stuff you guys are talking about. Green Acres, plates. Yeah, only us older people are going to know what that is. Yeah, I agree, Leak Warner. I really do. I think their foreshocks is something that is geothermal wells. Okay. So yeah, I mean, let's pan out here and see what else we got going on now. Now, see, guys, we got this. You know, we're swarming here, and there was one here in Nevada I was going to show you guys. I think I showed it to you in my last one. This is in Utah. A 3 over here, way over here in Utah. That's not normal. There is stuff that happens there sometimes, but not, you know. That's in Nevada, and that isn't so crazy, but, oh, one just happened there. Yeah, but we got these ones going on in Ohio, in Hawaii right now too. So, you know, like I said, guys, I'm sorry I'm not, you know, the man to go to here on the earthquake situation, but we got people in here that do know what we're talking about here. You know, Ricky, she does she's the one that pointed me to emergency management and pointed me to that channel over there. She seems to know what she's talking about. You know, I'd give her some props. She knows way more than I do. Oh, did you? Did you, birthday? Okay. Oh, goodness. Yep, all the above. Non-helping. Yeah, non-helping. Yeah. I wish I had more knowledge on this. I'm actually trying, which is why, you know, Ricky sent me that stuff, emails, you know, because I was asking you guys to help me, so she was trying to help me out. And I did learn quite a bit over there on his channel. Verte, he seems to know quite a bit what he's talking about here too. Obviously, he did all the work on the Schumann. So yeah, but yeah, guys, I'll take you guys over here and show you some other stuff too, space weather wise. Oh, look at there, another one popped off there. That just happened. That was a 4-1 down in Bolivia. But this is the biggest one of the day. You know, it's a 6-4 down in Tonga. You know, I don't think it caused any big issue, but I don't think there's any like tsunami or nothing. Nope. Did that thing take me all the way over there? Really? Okay. Yep. Alright. Get rid of that one. Now. Okay, guys. Yeah, you know, again, I am trying to learn more about this, so I really hope to have a lot more knowledge on earthquakes as the time goes on here. I'm really trying to, yeah, I actually worked with a guy that lived near Yuma, Arizona, and knew about that military base, Diane. So yeah, I know exactly where you're at. Yep, islands can have tsunami hits. Yes, you can have a tsunami hit anywhere. Thanks, Robin. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. So, let's go over here to Siege real quick, guys, because I do want to show you guys a couple things here before we, you know. Let's go here. This is the 30th. This is you know, and I guess, you know what, let's go to the 29th here, because we get to see the beginning of this one over here. You see that blowout? That was a CME. That went off the back side, okay, just so everybody knows. But I showed you guys this one here, and you can see that actually over here kind of like skid on out, but we're not going to talk about that one a whole lot. It did happen. It happened on the back side, you know, so we're not going to get any kind of like immediate effects from that, but we can see action from this one. I'm not sure yet what's going to happen here. I don't know if this thing's coming at us or not. I don't think that it is. I do think it's actually kind of moving this way a little bit more so than right at us, but I can't rule it out yet. So we'll have to wait for some of the tools to kind of update. I'm going to go to the next one here, and the next day, so you guys can see this. Now this is today. Well, we're now into the first, but for the, you know, for all intents and purposes, this is what's going on right now. All right, so I'm gonna back that up a little bit, because you can see Right there. You see that? Now, with that happening right there, and then we get within an hour or two, we see the ejection start happening over here. This ejection may have happened kind of like right here on the sun, and I don't know for sure yet, but that's a possibility. So if that isn't related to this over here, this is probably going towards the backside also. So we'll go forward here. We'll stop there. Now you can see how after that the whole over here got bright, right? So there was something going on there. Okay, the sun had some sort of ejection there. That's why it got real bright. So we'll keep going. Okay, did you guys see that right there? That was energy. That was plasma starting to form or collect right there, and it's actually shooting out. Okay. So now we're starting to see this one. Now see that's got me thinking that maybe we might have something coming at us, because if you watch around this occulter, you can kind of see like there's energy coming out all the way around it, and it's just kind of highlighted here. Watch. You see that? You see how you get this kind of a white area there? So we went over to the next day there, right? Well, it went back to the beginning of the day. So that was the first capture of the day there. Now I'm going to go to the last capture that we got, which is there. So we got to wait. We're just going to have to wait. You know. So, yeah. See you, Exile. Hey, thanks for being here, buddy. Appreciate it, man. Guys, I'll probably cut this live here shortly too. Like I said, guys, my wife, she needs my help anyway. I'm gonna be heading in there trying to help her here in a minute. I don't want to leave her out there by herself too long. She's got, like I said, the gallbladder issue, and I want to, I'm not gonna leave her. Yeah, she needs my help. So, I'll stay on here for another minute or two. I want to make sure everybody gets what they want to see here. But you can see how, that's going in reverse. Sometimes we can get, good information by watching this stuff go in reverse. So I'm going to start it. Now watch what it does. This is in reverse. Keep that in mind. You see how you can kind of get a better look at actually what it did? Okay? So watch right in here. See that? So that's actually blowing out, and I think, if you look at how it spreads, it's spreading all the way out here already. Down this way. I do think that some of that is probably going to come at us. So, I don't want to say that it's not, and I'm not going to say 100% sure that it is. But judging by everything that I've seen, I'm going to have to say, yeah, it's going to, we're going to get a little bit of a hit from that, I would think. Again, I don't even like saying that kind of thing unless I know for sure. Let's do this real quick. Let's check the space weather stuff before we get off of here. There hasn't been any flaring. You can see where we're kind of staying pretty normal. This is really like dead right in the middle. This is black because of the satellite positioning. It has the typical, so you'll see it. It'll look like an eclipse, but all it is the Earth passing between the satellite and the sun. See that? It's going to start from right to left. It's been doing it now for over a week, and that's what it does. It has a little time. It has a little season that it goes through when it does this. Okay. So if I grab this and we move it like this, you'll be able to see. See? And then eclipsed. Right. So the next couple images there, the sun will be back. Just so everybody knows. So you don't freak out over it. Now, I was saying in my previous video about this, how, when we get the data downtime here, when it comes back on, sometimes we get that little funky reading. I don't trust any of these readings, okay? And like I said earlier, this over here being 200 to 1400 range is way too much. So, we wouldn't even be able to tell exactly if it was a big spike or not. Because, we could go from 6 to 700 and we wouldn't even hardly know it. It would just be a little appendage right there. It's nuts when they put it up that high. I don't think they do that on purpose. I think it's part of the actual model. But you can see here, guys, something did happen on the sun. Because here in 4 or 5 days, they're saying we're going to get some weather again. So, oh man, guys, I'm sorry that this stream really wasn't a whole lot of yeah. I'm a little off today, guys. I apologize. My wife's kind of got my focus, and I really kind of feel bad even doing this tonight. So yeah, there's other things going on too, and we'll talk about that later. But I do want to say thanks to everybody that's here. I'm probably going to go ahead and end it here now, guys. She needs my help like right now. So I'm sorry I had to kill this quick, but guys, just remember, all right, I know what I talked about earlier, as far as the political stuff. I try not to talk about that stuff here. Mark Pyers, he'll give you a good positive look on things, guys. Go over to Mark Pyers. Yeah, he's live right now. Rip's probably over there. Sig's over there. A lot of people are already over there, guys. Okay? It's Mark Pyers, Real Talk. I guess I could, if you guys look at the scroll bar, it's Mark Pyers Real Talk. That's his YouTube channel name. So, anybody that hasn't been over there needs to. It'd be great. Yeah, Rip, thank you, bud. I appreciate it, man. Hey, Rip, if you go over to Mark's stream, tell him that, I'm sorry I missed his stream tonight. I'm going to have to go in here and take care of my wife. So, guys, God bless. Yeah. Hey, guys, that's good to know. 210-3, thank you for dropping that in there. Anybody that can get over to Switch, Dutch is live over there right now. He's probably talking about what we just got through talking about. So, Teresa, prayers for you always. I hope you really feel better. I never did get an email. I really would, if anything, just have your daughter or your kids or somebody, please just send me an email. This is, so I can at least contact to them or something. I understand if you're not used to using technology. But we really do care about you, okay? So, I really would like to get some sort of a contact there. So, guys, prayers for Teresa always, okay, guys? She's not feeling well. And, so, anyway, God bless. Yahuwah saves, and you can drink this Kool-Aid.